I love when you add like supplemental lore to a video game character made up 35 years ago, and now all of a sudden you've got a regular ass girl whose last name is also fucking Robotnik.
Hello and welcome to the Lore Boys podcast, the number one and fastest fake history podcast on the internet.
I hope that sounded as good for the listeners after all the extensive post-production work we do as it sounded for me, because
Was it bad?
It was good. It was totally good. You do the edit, so you'll get to hear.
The whole thing came through on my end. I definitely heard it. Also,
the waveform will be a box, which I think is good audio, right?
I'll do it clean so I can put this one in. For all of you at home, this is the one that you just heard twice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Miller. Could we get a clean Neum before we go through?
Pete, it's got to be clean.
So we did see Jamie's mouth do the shape of like a little donut getting smaller, but nothing came through. So.
Yeah.
Okay, here. 1, 2. Pew.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Now we have mild though. Now we have all three. Blend them together. Get the perfect balance, right?
All right.
Magic.
This porridge is too loud. This porridge is too quiet. This porridge is just
It's just like bubbling, screaming, like blop, blop, blop. All right. Before I get started, I'd like to thank our new or returning patrons. Ethan, did you have those for us?
Yeah. So we have Chaz. Welcome back. We also have goodness gracious, I just had it up. Where'd it go? Matthew Lee. I kept wanting to say Michael Lee because Jamie and I grew up with a guy named Michael Lee. But Matthew Lee, if you're related to Michael Lee, hi. If you're not, welcome.
He made the coolest trebuchet in high school. I remember he launched some shit with
his grade 12 physics project. They built a working steam engine. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
He's an engineer. Go figure, huh?
Yeah.
And from last week, Jodo, we didn't recognize you with your legal name, but thank you for joining the Platinum Prime spend.
Sorry, we posted your passport on Instagram. You told us not to dox you, and well, here we are.
Oh, you're not the boss of us. I don't care how much money you do give.
Although we did leak your identity, we are going to give you something back. Since you did give us the highest tier of Patreon things, I wanted to look into your request specifically this week, and I saw one that really caught my eye. Which was Shadow the Hedgehog. So what do you guys know about Sonic the Hedgehog, or even more specifically Shadow? Just give me your past, your experience. What's going on with that?
I'll take it. I was going to let Ethan go, but he hesitated for a second.
Knuckles per hour. That's what I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Knuckles per hour is just it's a pun.
He's a predator. He was on To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're not caught up on the Sonic Chan? Was Sonic Chan? Is that it?
Sonic Chu. Hey, okay. After being laid off, and this is relevant for Sonic. After being laid off, I was unemployed for 10 glorious weeks on severance. My name's Peter O'Donohue, by the way. I'm back. They tried to kill me. And I'm literally seeing a doctor when this episode comes out, so I can stop missing episodes. I'm not on my deathbed. As far as
at time of recording.
At time of recording, exactly. God, what was I saying?
It's not the 1800s or whatever. I don't think.
I guess.
Oh yeah, when I had been laid off, I watched all of the available Geno Samuel produced Chris Chan documentary and finished it. I think it was like 80 parts when it finally ended, which is when Chris Chan went to jail for reasons I will not mention on this podcast.
That's the unemployed life, man. Watching an 80-part YouTube series.
Hey, dude, listen, they paid me. I had severance, and I didn't start working for you until June, so I decided to do something.
The last time I was unemployed, I got really into taking baths. That was 10 years ago.
Right now, I take baths almost every goddamn night. Saturday night, I was playing for the King 2, and I messaged the group, and I said, hey, if anyone wants to play, hop on. And then it was 10 o'clock when you hopped on. And I was like, I told you, I was like, nah, I'm feeling pretty eepy. I went up to take a bath, dude. I was like, I gotta get my bath in before I hit the hay here.
That's important to get a bath in. I had a stressed out day last week, and Catherine poured me a bath, and I went in and
drew a bath, I believe.
Drew me a bath. Yeah, can you pour me one?
With pencil or pen? How'd you draw this bad boy? Cloth
I went in.
What'd you draw it like?
I went in. There was a candle.
It's like a big squiggle. It's just like, it's a bath, Jamie. Why do you get into it?
A candle, a strong beer, and a joint with an ashtray right next to the candle. Right next to the candle in the bath, and I was like, "This is perfect." It was honestly a very relaxing experience. But I'm not unemployed, but I still took a bath.
Yeah, neither am I. I had another nice little time, a nice little relaxing time there. But I think it. So the first video game I ever played. Shout out to Adrian because he had a Sega Genesis. I'm pretty sure the first video game I ever played in my life, which led me to this point, obviously, I think was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, or it was Rise of the Triad on his stepdad's PC.
Nice.
I could not tell you, but I'm pretty sure for this episode, Lore Boys Canon, it was Sonic. I remember you explained some shit about the Chaos Emeralds fucking a decade ago when we started the show.
Yeah.
The movie I was being trained on. So when I was in VFX, I worked on the Dungeons and Dragons film being made by Paramount. And they were just like, hey, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 needs to come out. And it's not even close to being done. So we want you to stop working on Dungeons and Dragons and get all hands on deck for Sonic 2. I was still new, and they were just like, look, we're not going to throw you into the fire here. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. We're going to give you something a little bit easier that's further out. So I worked on the Tom Hanks Pinocchio war crime instead, which was nice, but probably for the best because every single fucking person I know who worked on Sonic 2 resigned after that movie came out. There was a 100% attrition rate on that fucking film, which is fucking crazy.
That's a churn.
Yeah,
I've never played a Sonic game. I mean, like I've played them, touched them, I guess. But I feel like the last time I played a Sonic game, I was a friend of the show, Joe, and we went to
our web developer.
Yeah, the guy who built our website for us. And we went to see some friends from high school. I think he was dating Sam at the time, but Sam and Holly. And I went to go make a pipe for them for smoking things with. And I was using a steak knife to cut a hole in the top of in a bottle cap, like a plastic bottle cap. And I could still hear Holly saying to me, "Be careful," me saying it's fine, and then slicing my finger open with a steak knife. Is basically the extent of my Sonic. I know there's Chaos Emeralds. Huh?
Yeah, you got to go fast when you're making a pipe, of course.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get it done here.
I played the first mission of Sonic Adventure 2 because I know the Follow Your Rainbow song very well.
Nice. Sonic Adventure 2 is where we get most of the meat for our lore today. So that's good. Yeah.
There's a new Shadow game, isn't there?
Shadow the Hedgehog is a game. I don't know if it's new, but there is a Shadow the Hedgehog game that we pulled from today, but more like in kind of the end notes. It's not really any of the meat.
Yeah. Shadow X Sonic X Shadow Generation. And I think it's
apparently,
I know it from Donkey, but it's supposed to be quite good, I think, this one.
They're marketing, Sega's marketing this is the year of Shadow the Hedgehog. And like he's in Sonic 3, the movie. He's apparently, I guess, in that game. And a lot of the stuff that they're putting out there has to do with Shadow lore too. Like they put out Dr. Gerald's like diary and stuff, which confirmed some of the fan theories that were out there. But which we'll be talking about Dr. Gerald today.
Just to try and sell you on another game here, Jamie, as far as for a stream game for you. Sonic X Shadow Generations on Steam, 8,598 reviews, 5.0 stars, and 98% liked on Google user.
Wow.
It's supposed to be quite a good game. As far as Sonic game, I think Sonic fans are diehards, but
I think so. Yeah,
it's hard to get a 5.0, man. With 9,000 reviews, it's hard to say at 5.0. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think if you got a bunch of Sonic people together in Ghana, you could pretty quickly get another Jonestown on your hands. There's something deeply wrong with these people.
I mean, hi, new listeners who joined for Sonic Lore. I don't know.
The Sonic lore was like surprisingly like deeper and more interesting than I thought. Like Shadow is a very interesting character, and he has kind of a sad past, honestly. And he's played as like an antagonist in Sonic Adventure 2. But then you kind of learn he's not so bad. And it all goes back to the creation of Shadow. So he wasn't always around. He was invented. And we start our story 50 years before the events of Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay. In Nikola Tesla's lab with Thomas Edison in a tree with a pair of binoculars just outside.
What, like stealing the idea for a fast hedgehog?
You know what? It's not so bad.
Hedgehog.
It starts in Arc Space Station, but instead of arc, like an arc of electricity. It's like Tesla Arc. I could see that being kind of
okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. So Arc, but it is spelled with a K, so it's more like Noah's. But yeah. So so our story before we get to Arc
of every light bulb.
Everyone's just trying to get LED. Our story starts with Dr. Gerald Robotnik. So that's not the Robotnik that you think you know.
Huh?
No. Gerald Robotnik.
Robotnik. Egg-shaped guy, big mustache. I'm familiar.
Played by Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's confusing because in Sonic 3, Jim Carrey plays the Robotnik Dr. Eggman that we know, but he also plays Dr. Gerald Robotnik, which is the grandfather of Eggman. And our story follows story follows the grandfather, Dr. Gerald Robotnik.
Oh, can you tell them apart because it's gray mustache versus orange mustache? Is that the difference?
In the movie, yeah. Like I said out loud near my phone that was like, I think I'm gonna finally watch these Sonic movies, despite the fact working on the second one, like literally ruined people I care about's lives. Mm-hmm. And then like YouTube obviously started showing me clips, and I watched like Jim Carrey playing off Jim Carrey as two different Dr. Robotniks. I'm like, this guy's still got the juice. He's so good. Like I have to watch these films.
Yeah, so Gerald like wants to do good. He's not a bad guy. Like Eggman's like out for destruction and powering things with all the critters of the land and generators and stuff like that. But Dr. Gerald Robotnik, he's like a more calm, relaxed, not so angry guy, you know?
Okay. I will say I never played Sonic. I don't remember the lore from 8 years ago when we last talked about this, or 7 years ago when we last talked about this. I didn't know that there was two Robotniks. I don't know if we talked about this last time. I would have thought there was one.
I didn't know until I started the research today. But I think this starts to come together in Sonic Adventure 2. I played Sonic 1, 2, 3D. And that's where I stopped. So I only played the Sega Genesis ones. But this is like after that when the lore started to really get fleshed out a bit more.
So it was no longer an arcade game.
No. And instead of an arcade, we were now in the Arc Space Station.
Right.
And this is 50 years before the events of Sonic Adventure 2, like I said. And this is before Shadow's even alive. We got Gerald Robotnik on the Arc Space Station. It's a place for scientists to do big experiments in a safe, contained environment above the Earth. So if there's scary experiments, why do them down here where we could get all blowed up? Do it.
I recently watched a video on YouTube about like whatever the Manhattan Project, where they're like taking bets on whether or not they were going to ignite the atmosphere when they detonated a nuke, and they were just like, so are we going to kill everybody in New Mexico or on Earth? It's just like, I'll take the over-under on just New Mexico, I guess.
Yeah, so this is a space station to do big experiments in a safe place, and on board the station is Gerald Robotnik, a bunch of other like scientists and their families and stuff.
Arc is a strange name for that situation, right? Because like, could you imagine if God was like, yeah, take all the animals onto your ark and then do like weird experiments that could kill them all, right?
Yeah.
It feels like that's the ark is the last place you want to be doing crazy experiments.
Well, like,
that's what happened to the unicorn.
So the prophecy to like, oh yeah, you need to save humanity. Like God comes down to nowhere and is just like, I'm going to give you a bunch of dark money and just spend it however you want.
Yeah. Just give me that adrenochrome.
We'll get to the government and how they're funding this whole thing.
We'll get to the government.
We'll get to the hedgehog adrenochrome, apparently.
We actually will.
No.
So on board the station with Gerald is his granddaughter, Maria Robotnik. So this is Eggman's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. she's sick and she has NIDS, which is neuroimmune deficiency syndrome. NIDS.
Okay.
Is that real?
In this canon, absolutely.
Okay.
There you go. Does it have to be, Peter?
And
no, I'm just curious.
Is your immersion breaking with the Sonic universe because of if it's not,
Yeah, I would rather that Robotnik's cousin just have HIV, frankly. That'd be way more believable.
This little girl, a real disease. Thank you very much.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's got the consumption.
Yeah.
She is a little girl, yeah. There's a picture over there. I put a picture of Robotnik, picture of her, but you can picture Dr. Robotnik is just the Robotnik you know, but with a gray mustache, and she's just a little blonde-haired, blue-eyed little gal. And so the reason that she's up there with her grandpa is her parents sent her up there, I guess. Well, I don't know about her parents, I assume, because the low gravity is supposed to be good for her condition.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Makes sense. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, makes story sense, I guess.
Yeah. We have vaccines on Earth, which we don't trust, so we will be sending our daughter to a space station because low gravity is better.
Yeah, low gravity and direct UV radiation will cure.
Unshielded, she'll be unshielded from sunlight. Exactly.
It's like you have an uncle in Arizona. Why don't you just go to where it's dry and palatable and over there? It's like no. Send her to space with the grandpa.
Space where they're doing all the weird fucked up science experiments. That's safer for her. Also, just side note, we can tell that she's a good character because she's wearing blue. Right?
True.
Calling it now. She's not wearing red. That'd be an evil character.
Knuckles is kind of an anti-hero.
Oh, I was thinking of the Eggman, right? He wears red. He's got a red jumpsuit. Well, I'm not going to call that. I'm going to call that one Eggman, and I'm going to call this old guy Robotnik, because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to get the wires crossed in my brain.
And Maria's last name is Robotnik too. That could get even more confusing. So we'll call her Maria.
You solve her problem like Robotnik.
I love when you add supplemental lore to a video game character made up 35 years ago, and now all of a sudden you've got a regular ass girl whose last name is also fucking Robotnik.
Yep. So, Grandpa Gerald Robotnik, he's busy doing his science, and then one day, the equivalent of the United States government, called the United Federation, comes through and gives him a very important task. So the United Federation, let me
on fire. Get us that adrenochrome at any cost.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a United Federation flag for you guys here.
Is there a president of Earth now?
There would be a president of Earth. So it's just blue. It's red, white, and blue. But it
that
has
could be France. Our adrenochrome harvesting is not an American exclusive enterprise.
This looks like a Pacific Island flag. Although I guess the stars.
Oh,
yeah. Stars not enough white, if you ask me.
Not a lot of white.
Some white stars.
Yeah, so it's like a white and blue circle in the middle with stars surrounding it with the red stripe and then blue stripes on the outside. Then
honestly, it kind of looks like a little Sonic in the middle, right? It's got the little blue blur.
Yeah.
It does.
Center of the flag.
Yeah.
Blue
blur.
You know, blueberry. I call them bloobs, and I think that's nice.
That's this is so original and creative. Wow,
yeah, I made it up.
Really proud of
you. Made it up. So the United Federation, or the United Feds, as I call them, they come up to Gerald Robotnik and they say, "We got a plan. We got a project. We think you're the right scientist for it. It's called Project Shadow. What do you think? You want to be in on it?" And
what do you think? You want to be on it? I think I want to know more than that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And what the task was, they didn't have a lot of ways to do it. They just needed someone to start doing it. Is how do you make the ultimate life form? How would you guys do that?
What's the ultimate? I would not start at the Hedgehog.
Well, he didn't either. Shadow will not be the first iteration of this. Yeah,
I see.
I would probably take some sugar, some spice, some everything nice, and then a dash of Chemical X. I think would be how I would do it.
I put on the Powerpuff Girls theme song and danced in the kitchen with my girlfriend this week because it is so good. There's like the break drum. It's so good, dude. Go listen to that. It's sampled from like an old R&B drum fill, and they speed it up and just repeat it over and over again. Great theme song.
They don't make them like they used to, dude.
No.
Well, maybe they do. I don't watch a lot of kids' cartoons.
That's true. Yeah,
exactly. You should more than us. Yeah. Yeah. So it could be a Powerpuff Girl.
They'd probably make like some kind of insect because they're the reason they don't get affected by radiation is because their DNA is simple. It doesn't break apart as dramatic.
Peter, the question wasn't what would you make? It was how would you make?
I was an insect, then sugar, spice, and chemical X. Fuck.
Okay, right.
Yeah. How the Powerpuff bugs?
Take a little fly and tie a little string to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Take my fly on little walks.
Yeah. No,
I've never done that. Is that a real thing? I feel like I've seen
my dad did it for me when I was young. Like, catch a fly, put it in the fridge for like 3-4 minutes to kind of slow it down, and then he tied a human hair around it and can get it on a leash.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. That was the ultimate life form. My dad did it to cure my AIDS or whatever the fuck the little girl has.
Works at Sega where they make Sonic and made the ultimate life form.
Yeah.
It's so gross. I don't know what. Like something about using hair to tie a bug down is so gross. It's like, yeah, and then we put a little stake into the ground with a human tooth so we couldn't get away.
He did make like a little fly chain gang in the fridge.
That's a weird guy.
Hey, he's interesting.
Yeah.
Quirky.
Shout out to Ralph, his alligator.
Yeah. So this scientist, he kind of had a moral dilemma. He's like, I don't know, tying up all these flies in the fridge. It's not good karma, you know?
Yeah. It's great. And I mean, what we get out of it is immeasurable, but it's very time consuming. Maybe we could do it faster.
No, he was like, he thought playing God would be bad. It's like, why would I want to make the ultimate life form? I want to get rid of my granddaughter's AIDS, you know? And
so, like, God damn it, Warren Buffett needs to live till he's 95. Robot. Yeah. Like, well, I don't know what you're not understanding here.
Yeah. So Robotnik thought about it more, and he thought, well, making like an ultimate life form would probably be making something that's immortal. And if I could figure out immortality, then I could save my granddaughter, my ailing granddaughter. So maybe the greater good is to figure out how to do this. So I'll go along with what they're saying, but really I'm researching for my grandmother.
It's
for my granddaughter.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The government's gonna audit the budget for this project. They're gonna be missing $1 trillion anyway. Some of it might as well go to helping out his daughter, or his granddaughter, rather. Excuse me.
Yep. So Pete kind of had the right idea. Gerald wasn't sure how to start his research for the ultimate life form. If you haven't even drawn a bath yet, you're at the drawing board, you don't know what to do. And
you're at the easel, you've heard the word bath, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah. You're not sure what to do. It's like, how do you start? So he starts thinking, like, what's the most powerful stuff we know right now? And that's the Chaos Emeralds, which we talked about in our last episode. They're magic stones that it's kind of like Dragon Balls. You collect them all. Magic rocks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You collect them all. You put them together. And they can grant wishes or ultimate power. Like, you know, when you see Sonic go into his like golden Super Saiyan mode where he turns to Super Sonic. That's when he gets all the Chaos Emeralds together and he goes wild. And
is that a real thing? Or are you just like drawing a comparison to
No, Super Sonic is a real okay. You activate Super Sonic at the end of Sonic 2 at the very least. On Genesis, Adrian and I never beat that game, but we did get past the Supersonic section.
Yeah, I'm kind of jumping the gun a bit on the art, but there's a mural, which is the 5th picture, which shows Sonic going supersonic after getting the emeralds.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll get to that in a bit. So he's like, okay, first step, it's got to have to do something with the Chaos Emeralds. Because we know those are the most powerful things. So if we can get those locked down, we can figure out the ultimate life form, right? So he knows that's the first step. He creates these things called chaos drives, which just look like crystals in vials that in Sonic Adventure 2, you feed to your KOs or the little Chow guys.
Yeah. Okay, so I have played this game. I remember making gummy ships, which I think is in this game. Or is that in Kingdom Hearts?
I haven't played this game, so.
Fuck, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I made gummy ships, and I remember the Chow Garden as well. Or the Cow Garden, however you pronounce it.
Chow, I think it's Chow.
You crossbreed little, like, teardrop plushy kids. And it is your adrenochrome farm, I guess. It is your child farm, where it's and you like can crossbreed them and make different ones, and like you can race them and like make them do little mini games for you. Yeah, I remember doing that a lot.
Chaos Drives is what I call my getting home from the bar.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can Chaos Drives are artificial chaos. It's like as if like a nuke is like using nuclear fission or fusion or whatever, like would happen inside of a sun, and you're just making it happen here. Whatever's happening in the Chaos Emeralds is happening in these little test tubes full of chaos energy. In game, they only show up in the feed your pets thing, but in lore, they're used to generate like large amounts of power, and basically do these chaos experiments without having to have all the chaos emeralds, because they're kind of hard to get all together.
That's I mean, that's like such a trope with video games, right? Where it's like this all-powerful item set up in the lore and the canon, or all-powerful character or whatever. Like, I think there's a meme that's like, oh, the villain when they're the boss, and then the villain when you've recruited them to your team, and one of them is just like extremely nerfed because they can't give you like the super powerful go juice, because it wouldn't make sense for the story.
Every boss weapon in every Souls game ever made, when you get it, you're just like, this is worse than just a +5 like katana, basically.
Yeah. So he heads out to a ruin. It's called the Mystic Ruin, and it actually Angel Island, which was the topic of our last episode. I had forgotten that was the topic of our last episode. Ethan reminded me right before we started. We talk about Angel Island, where Knuckles comes from, and Angel Island kind of falls apart, and the Mystic Ruin stays where Angel Island used to be. So it's a very ancient place, and everyone on Angel Island died, except for Knuckles. But the Mystic Ruin still exists, and they're this old ancient like wisdom.
How mystic
stored in there. Yep,
very mystical. Good job. You think they were called that? You think of when it was still just like a building on an island, they were calling them the Mystic Ruins?
Yeah, they probably weren't even ruins yet. It was just a building.
Yeah, they knew eventually it'd be maybe ruins, maybe mystic someday.
Wait a second, what was the address of the World Trade Center? Oh my god.
Mystic Ruins.
One Mystic Ruins away.
Yeah, the Chaos pilot hit the twist. Hit the Mystic Ruin.
Yeah, drove his Chaos drive right into it.
Yeah. So Robotnik, our grandpa Gerald Robotnik, he goes to the ruin. He starts looking for ideas on how to make an immortal being. Like, if something would last for this long, maybe they would know how to be immortal. And what does that even look like?
Doesn't like kind of like a doctor looking for a cure for a disease, going to like a pyramid to look at mummies.
Yeah,
you're just ruling out like, well, wrapping them in linen didn't work, so we can.
Yeah, it's like going to the pyramids to look at mummies. If next to the mummies there was also like hyper advanced like nuclear reactors.
Yeah, Graham Hancock's like batteries and shit.
Maybe they were onto something. I don't know. What if the pyramids were batteries? Has anyone ever thought this before? I gotta go post on some forums. I'll be back.
So he goes to the ruin and he's looking for any ideas how to make an immortal being. He's looking for clues. What does it even look like? A tardigrade, a hedgehog, that guy who was designed to survive a car crash.
Him. That's true.
Yeah. Maybe that's the perfect immortal being.
That guy who was designed to survive a car crash? The guy with like the black and yellow little
No, not a crash test dummy.
Have you seen it almost every time?
Have you seen the guy who's designed to? Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he's got like no
what do you
neck.
mean he was designed? I haven't like
they like redesigned a human. It's not a real person.
My God, Ethan. Obviously,
I was getting at. Like, who designed him? God, Jesus?
No, they're like this is if humans were
in Sonic. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh,
this is a thing that people did. Is like, okay, if we were to redesign the human body to just be able to survive most car crashes, what would it look like? And it looks like that guy from Love Is Blind who has no neck, but with extra nipples.
Oh yeah, the mayonnaise guy.
Why do they give him? Why does he have like dog teeth?
Yeah, the udders. I don't know which part of my
looks more just like an art installation to me than something Jesus would do.
Yeah.
Could Jesus make art so ugly? Even he was offended.
It's pretty hard to look at, but yeah, they like redid his like bone structure and everything. I'm not sure what's with the nips, honestly, but yeah, maybe that's the perfect person to be an immortal being.
Can you? Okay, Jamie posted another picture where it shows his rib cage extends like right up to like underneath his ears. And can you think how comfy that would be if you just always had a neck pillow?
If I just if I got a little chubby and could just like nestle in my collarbone like an airplane pillow,
absolutely.
Yeah. And you have dog tits.
Well, yeah. In this hypothetical, of course, yeah. I didn't undergo a very expensive and complicated procedure to do that already. No, come on, guys. Let's talk about Sonic, huh? Rogue the Bat.
I just said something that I feel
like your bat's got.
Joker, how many nipples do I have?
Really stupid. Well, one of those episodes, huh?
Yeah. So we got the Chaos Emeralds. We're looking for something. What's the perfect body type to be an immortal being, or the best optimal being? It's not the guy in the car crash.
Not the car.
My granddaughter has a terminal case of car crash. I need to
In the Mystic Ruins, he finds a depiction of a great water serpent, also known as Perfect Chaos, which you can fight in one of the games.
Cool.
So Gerald Robotnik starts his experiments to make an immortal sea snake. And his version, sea snake.
I do love this. Like, my granddaughter has NIDS. The answer is snake.
Yeah,
right? Clearly. I went to an ancient root. You don't understand, honey. Maria, I went to ancient ruins and there's a snake on the wall. I got it. Don't worry. Yep. I'm a genius. Stop doubting me.
So this is just like going to a period and giving her like giving her an egret head at this point. Right?
Yeah. So I posted a picture of what the mural that it looks kind of like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it's like Snee Snake that you can just
mosaic on like an ancient ruin.
Yeah. Very Aztec-y.
So he would try it, but it would come out a little different when he did it, and it would be known as the Bio Lizard.
Hell yeah!
And the difference between the immortal known as Perfect Chaos is it didn't really have a soul in it. So it would have been hard for it to be like a life force. It was just like a chaos energy. This previous snake. So this one is a little more tied down to earth. It has a soul, not a very nice one because it becomes very unruly soon, but it does have one.
Okay.
And the Biolizard can harness the Chaos Emeralds and could essentially be immortal, except for one problem. It kept growing and growing with all this energy until it couldn't be housed in most rooms on the space station anymore.
Right.
And it got so big, it just needed like a CPAP tied to its back just so it could survive properly and not in like constant uncomfortableness. So you can see it has life support on its back. I posted a picture of it as well.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
It's like a big old slug with legs. A Biolizard. Picture a Biolizard. You got it.
Oh, damn. They have a Lego Biolizard? This looks kind of fucking cool, actually.
I like that you said it was a slug because it does have legs, but it outgrew them so much that it became immobile and it couldn't walk anymore. So it kind of is a slug.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gerald saw his morbidly immortal snake and he decided this is not what the perfect life form
Maybe the perfect
be.
life form is just one of the people from My 600-Pound Life on TLC.
Maybe. If you'd never died, maybe. But I can't imagine it's a comfortable existence, you know?
No.
No. So you went back to the ruin / the drawing board, and you found another mural of Supersonic, the one we looked at a little bit earlier.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There must be better ideas for medicine in this ancient ruin.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Snakes, stupid. Fuck, so stupid. Hedgehogs, of course. They carry chlamydia. Oh, where did I see them before? I think they do. They carry some weird disease.
Koalas have chlamydia.
Yeah, Hedgehog's got a weird one. I don't know. I'm not even gonna look it up. I stand by my statement. I'm fucking right.
A rings worm. They got
Good.
Green Hill Zone Part 2. So if a hedgehog can harness the Chaos Emeralds, why not make a hedgehog?
I just had a stroke. Boy.
Why not make a hedgehog?
For a second. Why not make a hedgehog?
Why not? So Dr. Gerald Robotnik creates his greatest invention yet, Shadow the Hedgehog. And in all ways that we can tell, he's the better version of the ultimate life force. He's not obese. He has free will. He's stable.
So they just blast this hedgehog with Chaos Emeralds and Shadow pops out? Is that like the...
We didn't get the methodology, but I think we can definitely Lord Boys Canon say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He just goes in the lab and he comes out with a hedgehog. We didn't even see him go in with one, but
sure. I don't know. He just went down in the ruins. He found Shadow the Hedgehog. He's like, shit. I was like, can you tell everyone I invented you? I'll give you $20.
You don't like a teleporter from the fly, but it doesn't even work.
Yeah.
It's like just completely pretending.
It's canon that Maria named Shadow, by the way.
Okay.
Just for fun. So our scientist Gerald, he had something here with Shadow, and he's worried that the United Federation might turn him into like an ultimate weapon or something.
Sure.
Like that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. They're gonna send him to Iraq right away.
They're gonna try and light the atmosphere on fire with this fucker. Give him a lighter. No, Maria. Pyromania. That's the disease hedgehogs have.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Of course.
Just came to me.
So he installs a failsafe. He makes a copy of his sweet, sickly granddaughter Maria's soul and puts it into Shadow's body. So now, if he goes ultimate weapon on the world, he should have a little girl's conscience that tells him not to at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. So now Shadow's alive. He's just hanging out on the space station. Him and Maria become great friends. They both have the same soul. There's not a lot of people to talk to up in space. So they hang out. They chat about life, look at Earth. They imagine visiting. They even promise to go visit together. Once Maria's better and once Shadow's experiment's over, we're going to go to New York City or something.
Baby.
I don't know.
If little girl soul wasn't so contagious, I'd take you to the Big Apple, Shadow.
Yeah. We'll take my chaos drive to New York City. I got something I gotta check in on. Do something.
Yeah. So everything was great. They still have a bio lizard housed in the space station. But it's not really doing it.
Sun at this point.
Yeah, it's not. It's actually the backup if Shadow doesn't work out. If Shadow goes evil, then they at least have the obese lizard to throw at him.
But, you don't just throw a lizard into the sun when you're done with it, Peter. Jesus.
Oh yeah, lizards grow up. Actually,
lizards grow up into space station-sized monstrosities that need constant life support. Okay. It's a pet, not a gift.
So everything's great. Gerald Robotnik is about to put a bow on his research and complete Shadow. He's just doing all his citations and move on to his next scientific task, which is probably converting this into saving his granddaughter somehow. But until something happened.
Can you imagine he presents this project to the government? He's like, I made the perfect life form. It's a hedgehog with sneakers on it. And the president of the Federation is just like, I really did just want like a chemical weapon that you couldn't smell.
Fun fact, actually, Sonic is naturally fast, but Shadow is only fast because he has tech in his sneakers, and he can glide differently and stop faster and move on a dime faster because his tech shoes.
He's the ultimate life form, but he's slow as shit. The ultimate life form, a hedgehog with shoes.
Yeah, we should have smacked the running shoes on the fucking lizard before it got so goddamn fat.
It gets fucking exercise.
You need twice as many shoes. It's too expensive. Broke the budget. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the government will be upset about the budget very soon enough. More on that.
Wait, no, that's not classic government. They don't care.
More on that after the break. Welcome back from the break. I hope everyone has sponge bathed their obese lizards. Roll them over, get them folds, because we're ready to continue.
Yeah.
So where we left off is we had Shadow, Maria, they're hanging out. Robotnik's trying to finish up his research. But before he could reach his conclusion to his research, the United Federation decided they didn't want all this evidence of an ultimate life form to be around anymore. They didn't want to keep paying for this expensive space station. They don't want to keep feeding this giant fucking lizard. So they send their military, the Guardian Units of Nations, also known as GUN.
Hell yeah.
I trust them.
Gun's the enemy.
Yep. To take care of the space station. Their orders were to kill everyone except for Shadow, Gerald Robotnik, and the Bio Lizard. So just all the innocent people about.
I feel like there should have been 4 things on that list.
Who's the 4th?
Maria.
The girl.
Oh, that's funny you mentioned that.
Well, the answer to how do you solve a problem like Maria? With a fucking gun. Apparently.
The song would have been over way faster. Yeah, so Gun starts storming the place. It's utter chaos. People are running and screaming, and there's just like an organized military force sweeping the station. Shadow and Maria are running together, and they're running towards the escape pod. Just as they're about to escape, Maria is shot.
Oh, shit.
A little girl. And she pushes Shadow into the escape pod and gives Shadow her last wish. He needs to protect and save humanity. And Shadow falls to the earth. Maria, unfortunately, does bleed out.
Her last wish is just like, please give these emails from Hillary Clinton to WikiLeaks. It's just fucking insane. I just want a quick sidetrack here of like, the Sonic lore used to be, there is a mad scientist making cute animals pilot evil robot. Yeah. And now we have a Black Ops death squad killing a sick little girl in space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And all the people she's ever known and grown up around, and other scientists and their families.
Right, okay.
Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found Maria in the trunk of her own car. She had shot herself twice in the back of the head and then pushed her car into a lake. It's crazy.
I don't even know how she got a car.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's 14. Yeah, whatever.
It's no surprise she had such a horrific accident. She didn't have a license.
Yeah. So Shadow falls to the earth, and he becomes imprisoned in stasis for 50 years. They go and pick him up. The United Federation finds him in the Nevada desert or whatever, and in a crater, and they put it.
Okay, Lore Boy's canon, Shadow the Hedgehog was Roswell. That's what they found there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay.
Just like little hedgehog on the gurney, like, you know, the alien, like,
yeah, the black and white photo. Yeah, I already wrote down Roswell Shadow the Hedgehog to draw there, but that's fucking great.
Also, while he's
gurney, Jesus Christ, I could never be a paramedic.
I don't know. I felt uncomfortable saying it out loud because I didn't know how it was spelt, or I've just heard it enough. But anyway, Shadow's memories were wiped during the attack, so he doesn't remember Maria saying, "Hey, save the people."
I love that literary device. Where okay, that's definitely like retconning why he was like evil at any point, and they're just like, we want to give him this tragic backstory. And then they write all the way up to like this little girl being shot in front of him, like the only person that he cares about. And then they're like, fuck, but how does he become bad guy now? Amnesia, right?
Yeah. Yep. And they kind of go back and forth on how much he remembers throughout the games. Like he does appear as an antagonist, even after he kind of has some good moments. So they do go back and forth on it. Shadow is supposed to be the anti-hero. He's supposed to be the Vegeta to the Goku. He's supposed to be the like sometimes teams up with the good guys, but he's got his own agenda.
Which is being edgy, right?
Yeah.
Edging.
Yep.
I can't beat Dr. Robotnik with you right now, Sonic. I got an edge.
No, you gotta go fast. No, edging.
Edging. I'm gonna take all day, Sonic.
Yeah. Just okay, yeah. Let's move on. yeah. Let's move on, huh? Let's move on. I was gonna get
glazing over in that moment.
Yeah. So we're moving on. Now we finally are 50 years later in the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2 when Shadow awakens.
Hell yeah.
And so Shadow awakens from his stasis and he shows up as the bad guy. He has no memory of his past and he believes he's the ultimate life form meant to bring destruction. He's there. He's like, I'm powerful and fuck everyone. And he has a rivalry with Sonic the Hedgehog. But as you play through the game, Shadow learns more about his past and Maria's wishes.
There's more to life than just chaos in the deep state, Shadow. You gotta stop.
Exactly.
Shadow, only the ultimate life form will be able to drain the swamp.
Yeah. By the end of Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow remembers Maria's words and decides to fight to protect Earth, defeating Dr. Eggman and helping Sonic save the world. So he does come around. You guys could play through Sonic Adventure 2 in 2025 if you want to get all the nitty-gritty there, but that's basically what happens. Wakes up, bad guy, slowly remembers, by the end has a big revelation, helps Sonic.
What the hell happens in the Shadow the Hedgehog video game? Is that next on the docket here?
Yeah, he has a crisis of identity. Okay. So in the Shadow the Hedgehog game in 2005, he starts to question what his purpose is. He's like, why do I exist? He even asks Maria that, like back when they're still on the station together, they have like big philosophy conversations like, why do I exist? Why have I been created? Like, what is my purpose? If this is what I can do, what should I do? You know? And this kind of comes back into the forefront of his brain in Shadow the Hedgehog.
The fat lizard didn't work out, Shadow. That's your purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. Like based on what you've told me, crisis of identity. He was created by Dr. Gerald Eggman, who, like, he was created to save that girl whom he failed to save. So that's crisis number one, right? But he was also Dr. Eggman was employed by people, like, would never have started working on him if it wasn't for these other people who wanted him for the more insidious task of draining the swamp, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in Shadow the Hedgehog, you learn about an organization called the Black Arms and a character named the Black Doom who claim to know him from the past. And based on the decisions that you make there, you'll either help or defeat different factions. And it reflects, like, the whole game is reflecting his internal battle between good and evil. And how you play that out is up to you in Shadow the Hedgehog 2005.
Damn.
Yeah. He's a lone wolf. Like, what's his relationships with other characters? He's a lone wolf, but he does get closer to Sonic, like back and forth. Rouge the Bat, who is the bat with the heart that I posted in the pictures, and Maria are central to his story. He really likes Rouge. He gets close to her, and Maria, of course, he loved.
She's the bat with tits. If anybody is curious,
and thighs.
Yeah. Oh, she has thighs too. Let me check. Oh yeah. Yeah, they took the green M&M. The Deep State took the green M&M from us, but we still have Rouge the Bat, thankfully.
Yeah, he has a rivalry with Sonic, but it's kind of complex. Like, Shadow respects Sonic's strength, but they have contrasting personalities. Like, Sonic wants to do everything because being good is good and cool, but like Shadow has a more, like, he's only trying to protect the world because he failed to protect Maria and she asked him to. So sometimes they line up, sometimes they don't. And Rouge the Bat is portrayed as an ally to him, and they get closer and closer over time.
Okay.
Do you guys know what his powers are? What his abilities are?
Well, it's not speed, because you said it was the Heelys that he's got on.
Yeah. He has a gun, right? He gets a gun at some point.
He does get a gun, because I was trying to look up Shadow the Hedgehog gun, the army thing earlier today, whatever it was, the United Federation's army is actually called Gun, but I just got Shadow with a gun.
I just looked up the gifts. There's a lot of instances of him with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the box is him holding a gun.
When Turtle...
like the GameCube game.
Yeah, when Turtle ran the simulation of Hunger Games for the server and added in a few fictional characters, Shadow the Hedgehog with a gun was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. I only read the posts about me. I just looked for my name. And Jamie killed me. Can you believe it?
I had to.
Unbelievable.
It was the Hunger Games, man. What am I supposed to do?
Go hungry.
Team up.
Yeah.
Or not to go not hungry? I don't know which one's good. I haven't read.
So this guy's got chaos control. What is that? He edges. No, just kidding.
Okay.
He can manipulate time and space, allowing him to edge for hours. No, allowing him to teleport, freeze time, or even manipulate reality when he uses the Chaos Emerald. So his thing is he gets time dilation.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this guy really does just he keeps it strapped. He's chromed up like 24/7. Holy fuck.
Yep. If he gets the Chaos Emeralds, he can transform into Super Shadow, gaining invincibility and immense power. Since he's like a perfect life form, whenever he gets Super Shadow, he's even stronger than Super Sonic. I think Super Shadow's canonically like the strongest thing in the Sonic universe.
I saw a clip from Sonic 3, the movie that came out recently, where he and Super Sonic, so Super Shadow and Super Sonic, I guess spoilers for that movie, have like a fight in like a volcanic field, basically, and like are traveling so fast. There's like one punch in Egypt and one punch at the Parthenon, and then another punch like somewhere else on Earth, and I'm just like, this is just a Dragon Ball Z fight. This is and at some point he like grabs Super Sonic and smashes him into the ground, and it like cracks the earth asunder, and like lava pours out. And like after the Jim Carrey clips, I saw that, I was like, I do need to watch this. Like this is this sounds incredible.
Like my gut feeling is that there's a lot of overlap between the fan bases of Dragon Ball Z and Sonic.
You think Latinos would like stop working because the artist who created Sonic the Hedgehog died? I don't fucking think so. Like the economy in South America ground to a halt.
Yeah, there's less.
Yeah.
Shadow's abilities and raw strength often rival that of Sonic. Those powers are usually more controlled and calculated. So he's able to like turn on a dime a little bit faster. He's not as emotional, I guess, and outgoing as Sonic in certain ways. So how does he continue into the rest of the franchise? He keeps going back between hero and anti-hero, like I said. He's in Sonic Hero, Sonic Generations, Sonic Forces. And his story arc's always like, where did I come from? Why am I supposed to be here? What should I do now? He's always
Cotton Eye Joe, why can't you tell me?
While he is often seen as a brooding character with a troubled past, he usually does try to protect Earth and the people he cares about. So he can be trusted with the Chaos Emeralds. He's not going to use it to destroy the world, but he is very powerful, and he still does have self-interest. So we have to be careful about that.
No, Sonic, I can be trusted with the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. Yep, and that's pretty much been Shadow. He's like keeps balancing between heroism, anti-heroism. He's the edgy one. People like that. Tragic backstory, eventual redemption. And he's
him executing POWs at Comic-Con.
Like the beginning of The Boys, just running straight through someone's chest on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like when I was watching Transformers 3 with that girl from Paris who started to cry when like Bumblebee and the gang get taken prisoner. She thought they were going to be executed for real.
Yeah, well, that's been in the shadow. So that goes out to Jodo. Thanks for your big sub, and honestly, a fun topic to look up. It was a good one to look up today. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to find me at twitch.tv/loreboyjames, I stream every Tuesday around 7:30 p.m. EST. Playing a lot of Psychonauts. I've been getting into classic WoW hardcore. I'm level 17 on one character, 6 on another. We're getting up there. It'll get harder and harder, so come watch me die sometime. I had a dream that I streamed it, and I looked at chat and died. So the premonition has already happened. If I stream it, I'm going to die. So
it's going to take weeks, and like every decision you make going forwards is going to like seem like you're avoiding your inevitable fate, but it's going to happen anyway. It's going to be one of those movies.
Definitely. I had the wildest and wackiest streams last night. One of which was a jumping contest between Yao Ming and Robert Waldo, the tallest man to have ever lived.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had no idea how that one got into my head, but it just when you mentioned you had a dream about that one is the one that came back to me.
And you're watching?
I don't really remember the content. I think I had some skin in the game, but I cannot imagine what that skin possibly was.
Okay.
And also, I think Robert Waldo won, but I don't think that he could jump. Like when he lived, you know what I mean? I have to imagine his joints just would never have allowed it.
No.
He was tall. Maybe he stood taller than Yao Ming could jump, but
I had a dream that we were throwing a party for you, Ethan, and it was a very like thing I was looking forward to. It was going to be really fun, and I was at like a long table with you. It was kind of like a cabana souk or like a maple syrup and French breakfast kind of place.
Sugar Shack is what they call it.
Sugar Shack.
Yeah.
And the Sugar Shack.
Yeah, in my dreams.
The bat.
And there's a bunch of people there from like different parts of my life, but they're all like good friends. And I wanted to have fun, but all I had to do was it was Monday and I needed to book my trip for work. And I had work shit that I had to do and my phone wouldn't get reception. And when I could type, like it wasn't typing the right way, just like how phones don't work. So I was like completely ruined my experience at your party and stressed about work. So you are the good side of my dream and work was the bad side.
That sounds like real life. Like that's like something that you do in real life. Is let yourself get too stressed out about work when you're at a non-work event. I
haven't done that too much, but it could happen.
But
it could happen.
You get wound up sometimes, like we all do. Peter,
I'm still wound up.
Do you want to talk about how you're getting Jamie on Instagram?
At Podcast on Instagram. The algorithm's been good. I've been getting a lot of good memes. You can give us a follow.
Everything we like on Instagram, Pete adds to his goon folder.
Yeah, exactly.
So send
there was somebody sent me one that was just like, okay, which one of the boys liked this? And it was just like a comedian. And it was like a girl that does sketches on Instagram. She's just very funny. I was like, me. It's just a funny.
It's always Peter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I even told her, I was like, ever since one of my girlfriends accidentally sent like a lewd photo to the Instagram that Jamie saw or whatever, Ethan and Jamie have never signed into Instagram, like ever. But yeah, at Low Boys Podcast on Instagram. There's a preview of my comic available on Patreon. We'll give you the link is below. You guys will get it later. Don't worry about that. And yeah, that's about it. The last dream I remember having is, I think I already told about it, when my dad and I were downtown Montreal and the Rizzler was killed in gang violence. And after calling the police, most of the dream was me explaining to my dad who the Rizzler was while we waited for paramedics to arrive.
Who's the
He brings the boom. He brings the boom.
He's one of the Costco guys.
I want to fucking know. Jesus Christ. Thanks for listening. If you want to support the show, we have Patreon, patreon.com/theloreboys. We got a couple of tiers there. You get some bonus contents. It's this kind of the last 5 minutes and the first 5 minutes of this episode. Doesn't always happen on the main channel, but that's what the entire bonus content usually is us shooting the shit and being dumbass idiots. So
one other quick thing. I do want to thank everybody who's filled out the survey that is linked below already. We got really positive feedback from our podcast host already, and we would love for more people to fill out the survey again. It's just an audience survey. It could potentially benefit the show. It's been very helpful thus far. So thank you to everybody who's done it. And if you haven't, if you got 5 minutes, please do so.
If you haven't, then do it already.
Yeah. You should be doing it right now.
If you don't trust Patreon, we of course have Lore Boys Prime. Obviously, a service that we've always offered with the space elevators really coming along. And we're working on the Ark. So we need you guys to send your 2-of-a-kind items for us to store up on the Ark. Where
preferably obese.
Yeah. Well,
your fattest animals.
I'm asking for lizards primarily. Please, only lizards. Jamie wants some fat for some reason. Pete just wants something that fits in thigh highs, is what he tells me. So whatever you got.
Any animal. I don't care what it is.
If a dog wore thigh highs, would he wear them like this or like this?
And it's just the car crash dummy guy wearing thigh highs.
You are under the buzzer there. Please, Peter. Please, I'm begging you.
Okay, I'll do it.
The crash test gummy dressed up. The crash test gummy. The crash test guy dressed up like Rouge the Vet. Please.
I'll do that.
Add it to the goon folder. I think that would constitute a Lore Boys.
Lore Boys.